HOA Karen poured paint at community entrance, sued and fined $160,000. The sun hung low over Willow Creek Estates, casting a golden glow on the pristine lawns and polished mailboxes. But at the community entrance, where a proud stone sign welcomed residents home, a crowd had gathered, their murmurs sharp with disbelief. Someone had doused the sign in garish red paint, turning the elegant engraving into a dripping, mocking mess. Maya Torres gripped her toddler's stroller, her knuckles whitening as she stared at the vandalism. She'd moved to Willow Creek for its promise of peace, a place where her daughter, Lily, could grow up surrounded by neighbors who cared. Now, that dream felt tainted, the paint a personal insult to every resident who'd worked to make this place home. Whispers rippled through the crowd, and then she heard it. It was Karen. I saw her do it. Karen Whitaker, the self-appointed queen of the Homeowners Association, was no stranger to controversy. Her emails about proper lawn maintenance and approved mailbox colors flooded inboxes weekly, each one laced with passive-aggressive venom. But this was a new low. Maya's heart pounded as she scanned the crowd, spotting Karen's unmistakable silhouette blonde bob, arms crossed, standing defiantly near her silver SUV. Why would she do this, Maya muttered to her neighbor, Tom, a retired veteran with a gentle demeanor. Tom shook his head, his cane tapping the ground. She's been ranting about the new sign design for weeks. Said it wasn't classy enough for her standards. Maya's jaw tightened. The sign had been a community effort, funded by bake sales and car washes, a symbol of unity after years of HOA squabbles. And Karen had ruined it. As the crowd grew, so did the tension. Residents whispered theories Karen was mad about losing the vote on the sign's design. Karen wanted to make a point about taste. Karen was just unhinged. Maya felt her anger bubble, but she held back, not wanting to scare Lily, who clutched a stuffed bunny in the stroller. Then, a new voice cut through the murmurs, a teenage girl, Ava, holding up her phone. I've got it on video, she shouted. Karen pouring the paint last night. The crowd turned, eyes wide. Ava, barely 16, was known for her TikTok videos exposing HOA drama, and now she held evidence that could change everything. She played the clip, her phone screen glowing in the fading light. There was Karen, caught in grainy night vision, hefting a can of paint and dousing the sign with deliberate, almost gleeful strokes. Gasps erupted. That's vandalism, Tom said, his voice shaking with rare anger. Maya felt a surge of vindication, but also dread. This wasn't just about a sign anymore. It was about a community betrayed. Karen, sensing the shift, stepped forward, her voice sharp. You're all blowing this out of proportion. That sign was an eyesore, and I was making a statement. Her words landed like gasoline on a fire. Residents shouted back, their voices overlapping. You destroyed our property? Who do you think you are? Maya couldn't stay silent. Karen, this was our community's work. You had no right. Karen's eyes narrowed, zeroing in on Maya. Oh, please, Maya. You're new here. You don't get how things work. I've been keeping this place classy for years. The condescension stung, but Maya held her ground. Classy. You called defacing our entrance. Classy? The crowd murmured agreement. Emboldening her. Lily whimpered, sensing the tension, and Maya softened her tone, but not her resolve. You owe us an apology and a new sign. The argument escalated, voices rising like a storm. Karen doubled down, claiming she was saving the neighborhood from tacky decisions. Ava, still filming, zoomed in on Karen's defiant smirk, her video already racking up views online. Then, a new figure emerged from the crowd, Mrs. Chen, the quiet librarian who rarely spoke at HOA meetings. Her presence was a surprise, her calm voice cutting through the chaos like a blade. Karen, I found the receipts, she said, holding up a folder. You've been skimming HOA funds for your landscaping projects. This paint stunt was just your latest tantrum. The crowd fell silent, stunned. Mrs. Chen's revelation was a twist no one saw coming. Karen's face paled, but she recovered quickly, scoffing. That's absurd. You have no proof. But Mrs. Chen was prepared, passing out copies of financial records showing thousands diverted to Karen's personal accounts. The crowd erupted again, this time with righteous fury. Maya felt a mix of shock and grim satisfaction. Karen wasn't just a bully, she was a thief. The confrontation reached its peak as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the paint-splattered sign. Karen, cornered, lashed out. You're all ungrateful. I've been running this HOA for years while you people complain. Her voice cracked, betraying her panic. Maya stepped closer, her voice steady but fierce. You don't run us, Karen. You serve us. And you failed. The crowd roared in agreement, some chanting for her resignation. Ava's camera captured every second, the video now live streaming to thousands. Karen's defiance crumbled as the reality hit. She was exposed, her reputation in tatters. She stormed to her SUV, but not before Tom called out, You're not getting away with this? Karen, we're taking this to court. The crowd cheered, a wave of unity washing over Willow Creek. Maya hugged Lily tightly, whispering, It's going to be okay, baby. But the fight wasn't over. Weeks later, the community filed a lawsuit against Karen, backed by Ava's video and Mrs. Chen's financial records. The court was merciless. Karen's act of vandalism, combined with proof of embezzlement, led to a staggering $160,000 fine covering the sign's repair, legal fees, and punitive damages. The judge's gavel fell like a hammer, and Karen's smug facade shattered. She was forced to sell her pristine home to pay the fine, moving out under the neighborhood's watchful eyes. The new sign, restored and even grander, became a symbol of justice, unveiled at a community barbecue where Ava was hailed as a hero and Mrs. Chen received a standing ovation. As Maya pushed Lily's stroller past the gleaming sign, she felt a weight lift. Willow Creek wasn't perfect, but it was theirs again. The neighborhood buzzed with plans for new projects, free of Karen's tyranny. At the barbecue, Tom raised a glass, his voice warm. To standing up for what's right, the crowd echoed his toast, and Maya smiled. Knowing they'd fought for more than a sign, they'd fought for their home. What do you think, was Karen's punishment fair, or did the community go too far? Share your thoughts below.